Dropping down to Division 6, a team that we believe can win Division 6. Now, I am putting the cart before the horse, but the Newport Harbor Sailors, they got to make the long drive up PCH to the 805, taking on the Santa Barbara Dons. The Dons finished 8-3 on the season, 3-2 in the Channel League, where they finished in second place. Newport a 3 seed and Santa Barbara a 12 seed. Our reporter Taryn Rodriguez was at Newport Harbor football practice today, and he caught up with junior safety Carson Diavola to talk about who Carson expects to have a big game for the Sailors against the Dons.
I could see our secondary stepping up and just stopping that pass game and just forcing them to move the ball a different way. And then offensively, I see Hayden and Henry, our 2 running backs in our O-line, stepping up big this week, just like last week.
I agree with Carson Diavola. I've got my eyes on the defensive backs as well. They've been playing very, very well over the last couple of weeks. They came on really strong at the end of the season, in run support especially. It's been a full defensive effort containing the run, but we do need to see the defensive backs at times tightening up, because sometimes Newport can be susceptible to the deep play. But other than the deep ball, other than the big play, Harbor has been on top of it defensively, and to me, it starts with the DBs running all over the field, containing everything in front of them. And I also agree with Carson Diavola in terms of getting the run game going. If you look back last week against Sunny Hills, this offensive line was absolutely dominant. Hayden Farley looked excellent. Henry Slater looked excellent. And it's because they had all kinds of holes to run through. A.J. Gutron Moore had some big runs, had plenty of time to pass, and that's because the offensive line had a dominant performance. So we need to see another one of those again against Santa Barbara, and I think that will lead to the victory because Harbor will be able to control the clock. I love what they have in the pass game. When the run game is going, it's like the defense can't be right. Pick your poison. We can run the ball. We can pass the ball. I think that's going to be a major key for Harbor to get the victory.
Yeah, the Sailors' offensive line, they cut their teeth in the Sunset League playing against D1 Los Al, D2 CDM, D2 Edison. Now they're down at D6, and they're like, we can push these guys around. We saw Hayden Farley have an 80-yard touchdown run against Sunny Hills. They're without Peyton Irving, their junior back, but Farley stepped up. We saw the sophomore Henry Slater step up, and the offensive line looked dominant. So I look to see that continue. Like you said, clock control for the Sailors going to be important. They're going up against a dual-threat quarterback, Abel Renteria. A lot of passing touchdowns, a lot of running touchdowns. He's everything for that Dons offense. So if the Sailors can shut him down on defense, control the ball, control the clock on offense, we could see the Sailors marching into the semifinals. So the Sailors feel like they've got some momentum right now in D6, going up on a long road trip on a Friday up to Santa Barbara. Getting a win would even further spark that momentum and increase that belief. Coming back, I mean, Howard, you know about road trips from your time at Oregon State. You guys win a big road game. You come home, you're like, okay, we can do this.
If you win a second-round playoff game, you're thinking the sky is the limit at that point. So Harbor, they're already feeling good winning one game. If they win two, you talked about putting the cart before the horse. They're going to try not to, but I know they're going to be feeling like, hey, we can go up against anybody in D6. And I'm guilty of it myself. You know, on the broadcast against Sunny Hills, I was asking people if they can help me with ring sizes. So I'm excited about this Harbor team, and I know they're going to be fired up to go to Santa Barbara and play a road team.